All right. So, all right, we're back at it. Sorry, I had to cough. All right. What are we gonna be doing today? I don't even have a plan. I just got home, and I'm already late. So, let's take a look. So I think yesterday we added the crossbow and we made it hit the goblin. Um, Yeah, the goblin smashing area, they have this state called speared, and I think I want to change that a little bit. Maybe I'll just make that state stunned, so instead of them like, being launched in the air towards us, we'll just stun them, and then we can pick them up and throw them into the grinder. I think that'll be easier for me to implement, and it will be easier game-wise too. That way you're not bound to the decision like when you shoot someone to be holding that person and throw them in to the grinder because you're going to be like being attacked, so you're going to need some leeway on that. So basically we're going to turn the dart into like a stunning dart, so when it hits the enemy it'll stun them. And yeah. So I guess for that I want to start doing I guess we use like Metal Gear Solid logic, so if you hit him in the head, it would do a different amount of damage than the body, so we might as well do that. So let's go back to the goblin. That's really easy to implement. All we need to do is just change some stuff here. I think we can add a... let's add an area, actually, to the head. So we'll have like area 3D, and we'll make that a sphere. What am I doing? Collision shape, my bad. Collision shape 3D. And then we'll make it into a sphere here, and I'll just put it roughly where his head should be. Right here, and we'll make a bone attachment, I guess. We'll call this head collision. Head area, actually. That'll make more sense. So we're going to go to our armature, our skeleton, and we'll add a bone attachment. Bone. Attachment 3D. We'll sync that up to the Mixamo head, and we'll put our collision shape there. What is the issue? With a non-uniform scale. Well, isn't this transform? So this should have a regular... Let's just return the transform. I don't know why that's all messed up. We'll keep that the same there, actually. And then the collision, we'll just... so where's our sphere? Right here. Okay, so we need to move this a little bit. So we'll go here. And can I move the bone attachment? Why is it being like that? Oh, I'm in ortho, I guess. That's weird. I didn't tell it to use... It's like locking onto the grid for whatever reason. I don't want it to lock to the grid. I want it to move freely. Why did it start doing that all of a sudden? Who knows? Whatever. If I go here, can I change it? That's so fucking weird. So, we'll put it like right there. I don't know why the editor's being difficult, but we'll be cool with him. We'll go back to our collision shape here, and I guess our radius is pretty large. So we'll make it like right there. That looks pretty good. So I'll save that, and so what we'll do is our raycast that we're shooting with the player, I think it only collides with bodies, but we'll make it now collide with our firecast. We'll make it collide with areas as well. And then we have to put that area inside the... let's put that inside the enemy head area. So let's do something a little different with that one. We'll go back to our goblin scene here. This head area, we'll go to node. I guess we'll add it to a group. Or should we add a script on it? We can either add a script on it or add it to a group. I think I'm just going to add a script on it. That'll make it a little simpler for me. So we'll do that. And then I guess we'll just act on it whenever we'll put it in the same group enemy. Oh, how's it going, man? So I probably should have gotten rid of that ready function, but we'll say func ready, and then we'll say shit. What was I gonna say? Add to group. Add to group. We could also do this through the UI, but I'm just gonna do it this way. I guess we'll call this. Well, we just need to add it to the enemy group anyway. And I guess so. Right now, if we're let's actually add this to enemy head. I think that's a better idea. And so we'll add that to enemy head, and then we'll add a separate thing in on our player, so that way we know if we hit him in the head, that'll just be easier for my eyes to see on the print statement if we do that. So after that, let's make a function to enact if we do get hit in the head, which is going to make a call to our top level node here. So we'll say tell. I guess we'll say tell player. I mean tell enemy. So we can basically think of this as just whenever we get hit in this area, we're just telling our real self, our like goblin, that we're actually being hit. So we just have to do that. So we'll say, can we get? I know we can get parent, but can we get like, how do we get the very top node? I'm gonna Google that real quick. I know there's a way to do it that's probably more elegant than what I'm about to do. How can I get the top node on a scene in Godot? Get tree, root, okay. So I got a couple solutions here. Let me go back over here. Get owner. Okay, that's what I was looking for. What if we do get owner right here? Is that okay? Yeah, so we can do get owner, I believe, which should be our goblin, which has a script on it, and then we'll just say, I guess we'll say, we're going to do tranquilized, or I guess neutralized. What's a good word? Stunned. I'm looking for stunned. We'll say next state equals stunned. Yeah, and then we're going to have to make that, of course. Let me grab some water real quick. Alright. I think stunned has 2 ends, doesn't it? I don't know. But we're going to try that. So then let's go to our goblin script right here. And yeah, instead of speared, we're going to do stunned. Stunned. Control V, I'll just paste it. Nice. So there we go. What else do we want to do? Let me Control F speared real quick. So I do have to change this to stunned. And oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. How's it going, man? Bunny rabbit. So we're gonna go and do what was I doing? Stunned here. So wherever we make that call, let's go to player and Control F. I'm gonna find speared. No match. Oh, that's right, because we're calling it in the, I think, the crossbow. I go to the crossbow and I type speared. Oh, nice. So we'll say stunned here instead of speared, so we're going to stun them. But this is what I wanted to change. So here is where we're actually saying what we're colliding with. And for anyone just joining, what we're trying to do is I'm rethinking the mechanics a little bit on the goblin smashing area. I basically added a head collision here, so I'm going to have body and head collision, and the crossbow is now going to stun them, so you can go pick them up and throw them in to the goblin smashing things. I think that'll just flow easier. So it's kind of like Metal Gear Solid logic. If you hit them in the head, it stuns them instantly. If you hit them in the body, it's going to be like 3 seconds before they go down. So that's what I'm coding right now. So let me get back into that. And we also need to change, I'm kind of all over the place, but we'll go back to Goblin. I just realized we need to change the body here. The body's too big now because it's going to get in the way of the head. So I'll bring this down. Again, it's doing it in the units for whatever reason. But we can also make it a little bit shorter here. Yeah, man, why is it locking like that? Oh, here we go. There we go, perfect. I was like, what the fuck, man? Nice. So we have that. We'll save it. And so now I think the head and the body still overlap a little bit, so I'm actually going to bring it down just a little bit more. And hopefully it doesn't leave parts of his spine without collision. I think it should be okay. If anything, we'll make the head a little bigger to give the player more of a chance to hit it. So, and we could add arm collision too, but I'm not going to do that at this point. We might add a separate one for the torso or something. But, okay. So, whenever we stunned instead of speared, alright, we change that, and we need to change when it happens. Let me go check on my cat real quick. Alright, perfect. Nice. So, alright, we're going to be stunning them. Perfect. So we're in the goblin thing right here. How do I want to go about this? So I have to have some way to wait for a few seconds. So I'm going to add a timer. This will be our stun timer. And I'm basically going to have to call two different functions. I'll have the one stunned, and then I'll have the immediate stun. So I'm just going to make another function right here called func immediate. Immediate with an E, stun. And instead of saying next state stunned, we'll start the timer, which will move us to the next state eventually. So we'll say stunned, and I'm going to call it timer as well. I forgot to do that. There we go, stun timer dot start, and next state equals stunned. We don't want to do that there. We want to do that when the timer times out. So we'll go to this. We'll go signals, timeout, connect it to the goblin, and then we'll throw it in right here, and that ought to do it. How's it going, Bob Newbin? I'm glad class was fun for you. Sorry, I'm reading comments kind of late, but yeah. I remember going to college, that shit, I hated it. I like working now. Immediate stun. Okay, so this is going to just stun us immediately. So here we can just say, we can just copy and paste right there. Next state equals stunned. There we go. Perfect. So we'll just call this one here stun timer dot start, and we do want to make it a one shot, I believe. Yeah, so it'll stop when reaching 0. That's good. It only needs to run one time anyway. I guess we'll see. We'll see if that works. We also have to add this one in. So I'm going to Control C. We'll go to Player. And let's see. Where was it that I was? Oh, let's go to the crossbow, actually. So, raycast.getCollider.stun. Is that actually how we're calling it? I guess so. So we're just calling that one. So we have to determine, we actually have to make a difference depending on what we're hitting. So we'll say if raycast dot is in group, and we'll have one for enemy and one for enemy head, and that'll be an easy way to differentiate it. And this one right here, we'll just have the stunned function, and then we'll just copy and paste and do that here. Enemy head. I think, I don't know. I have to see. I'll have to have a bunch of them running around, then I'll click it. But I think it can only hit the first one. I think that's how a raycast works, but I have no idea. Yeah, because I've had like bodies in front of them before, and it only like retrieves the first body. So I think unless you had special logic, it'll only get the first one. Is my guess. I don't have any real clue though. So what was it? Immediate stun. Oh my god, I got so many scripts. Immediate, spelled correctly maybe. Immediate stun. So if it's in the enemy head group, it's going to get an immediate stun if it's in the other one. And let's go back to the goblin smashing area, and I guess we'll add in a few more goblins. So I'm just going to duplicate them, and then I'll go to the 3D and space them out. I think I fixed a lot of the issues with them. I can't really remember. I kind of rage quit yesterday because I was like... I was getting pissed off, and then I had to go do a bunch of shit like clean litter boxes, so I was like, damn, it's too late to be cleaning litter boxes. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, nice. And the music waits till I go into Godot to stop. That's very helpful. So I can hit a goblin. Looks like he's stunned. Well, that's right. I don't have any logic to differentiate, so they're all just... Let me make sure I hit one. Oh, it's a 1 second timer. I need to make the timer longer so I can actually see. Let me enable visible collision shapes as well. And then I'll add some print statements. So we'll say print, we just hit the enemy. And then we'll do print, we hit the enemy head. And nice. Okay. Let's run that and see what we get now. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. Coffee, possibly. Alrighty. Give it a load. So those are our raycasts. I guess they're not starting in the exact same place, or maybe one's going further than the other. Oh, damn, I'm in the wrong scene. Okay, so... Alright, yeah, the top one is definitely the one we use for food because it's closer to us. But now, let's see, I can hit one in the body. Okay, so yeah, there was some delay on that. And then this one, I'm just going to hit him right in the head and see if it goes immediately. Nothing. We weren't even colliding. So I guess we're not colliding with the areas. It looks like we're not colliding with his head at all. So he's probably on a different collision layer. So we're only colliding with the body. Because yeah, it's hit scan. So let's see if we can hit both of them at once. So yeah. No, it looks like we can't hit more than one at one time. So yeah, there we go. Cool. So I guess let me turn off that visible collision shape. That's actually worse than I thought it would be. We got to change the... that's right, we never hit him in the head because why? Because our... probably because our goblin area for the head is not in the right collision layer, is my guess. So if I go to collision, yeah, he's in the player layer. We need to move him to the enemy layer. Yeah. I'm blanking on how this works again. We don't need to. I think we just need to put him in that layer. Let's see. Because we're not checking for collision on anything. Alright. Goblin smashing area. Alright. Stunned in base area 3D head. Oh, let's get rid of that. Yeah. I was trying to call the wrong function on that one because it's only going to have this function. So let me try that again. Alright, so we load up our bow and we attempt to blast him in the head, but we miss. Let's try and get one of these guys. Let's get outside the map where they can't chase us. And then, so that didn't look like it registered a hit at all. I can hit him in the body. Maybe I can't. Oh, I bet they're not in the enemy group. That's probably why. I don't know why they're not hitting the head. Let's try the group. So if I go to our goblin guy, where is that at? Goblin. Add to group enemies, not enemy. I knew it was something like that. Oh, it was down here in the crossbow. Enemies, and then let me go back to the our goblin in the head area. And what do we add this to? Enemy head. We'll just make sure that that is what we called it. Next state equals stun. All right, yeah, there we go. Cool. Crossbow, we had to check you. Yeah, exactly the same. So, let's try that. And then we'll get rid of this. So that way we know at least if we hit something. Here's the collider, perfect. And let's just double check the Firecast is in the... it's looking for the enemies, perfect. Areas and bodies. Okay. And then let me just double check the goblin. This collision, we don't have to change it on here, it should be changed on here. And the collision layer is enemies, and we'll say other enemies should collide with, and I don't think we need anything else, right? Maybe melee weapons, whatever. Fuck it, we'll go for broke. Go for broke. Fuck. Goblin smashing scene. Uh-oh. We're having no effect. Well, here's the Raycast Collider head area. Okay, so we are colliding. Head area. But I guess we're not in the group. Not you. Goblin, head area. I go to script. We have this add to group enemy head. And then if we're in the player and we got the crossbow, we're checking. Oh shit, if Raycast is in group. Raycast.get. Oh my god, dude. There we go. Dude, I'm a very smart person. I swear I graduated high school. I didn't even have to cheat at all. Let's go back to the goblin smashing area. Speaking of goblins, Goblin just came in to ruin my stream, as he is wont to do. So that was the delayed one. Let's see if we can get one in the head now and make it non-delayed. I think I missed. Immediate stun. Okay. I bet I misspelled this. Let's go back to our goblin. Yeah. Control F. Immediate stun. So that is how I spelled it here. I don't know if that's the correct spelling, but we're going to go with that one. And we'll go back. Oh, we don't really need that because we're calling this here. So we're just going to say tell enemy. There we go. I had that completely wrong. So, yeah, if we're in the enemy head, we're just going to tell the enemy, hey, we've been hit in the head, and that will call the immediate stun on... it'll just send our next state to stun here. Nice. So we don't even need that other function I made, but we'll leave it in for a minute anyway, just in case. Cool. And then we'll we load up our crossbow and we get outside of here. See if I can get that guy with an immediate headshot. That seemed to do it. Seemed to do it for that one. And then if I shoot him in the body, we should probably make the sound immediate or have some type of crossbow sound for a hit, like the Call of Duty. But let's see, can we get a headshot on this guy while he's running? Alright. Yeah, we can get a headshot on him. And I can load up another bolt. And fire at those guys. The bolts are still a little slow. We definitely need to speed those up, because you can almost walk as fast as those. So, what do we need to do now? I think we need to give these guys some type of way to attack from range, like a fireball attack. That was kind of what I was envisioning at work as I was packing packages, was goblins shooting fireballs at us, because I'm a sane human being. So I guess, man, how should we make them think about wanting to attack us? Should we just make some of them randomly, some will be like fireball guys and some will be running guys. Or yeah, I think we'll just do this. For right now, I'm just going to put a timer on this guy, and then like every 5 or 6 seconds, we'll shoot a fireball, and we'll see how that works for us. So we're going to do a timer, and we're going to call this fireball timer, actually, if you can believe that. And then we'll grab this, and we'll say node timeout connect and connect it to our goblin, and then we'll just say next state, and I guess it'll be shoot fire. Cool. Shoot fire right there. And we'll say if previous state is not equal to the current state. So if we're entering the state for the first time, we're going to go to, we got to play an animation. I think we have a spell cast animation, so don't we? Oh, we have a fireball. Awesome. So then I've got to create some type of fireball, but for right now we're just going to make an orb. And then I'll probably just download a shader. So yeah, let's add a mesh, and we'll make this our fireball, and we'll just instance this in our hands. Fireball mesh. And for right now, it's just going to be a red orb, because we'll make it look cool later. We'll just make it like a fiery texture, and then we'll put particles behind it. These are actually pretty easy to do. Alright, so we just need to go to albedo and make it red so it's very visible for the player right now. There we go, and we'll make the mesh. It should be a circle. How big is it going to be? Let's make it a little bit bigger than that. Let's just make it 2 by 4. 2 by 4. And then we'll save this in the objects as a fireball. Fireball. And perfect. Nice. So then let's go back to our goblin, and when we make the shoot fire scene, we need to instantiate one of those fireballs. So we can do that by, I guess we'll call it up here, we'll say at onReady var fireball equals load, and then we only have one fireball scene. So then I'll come down here back to the shoot fire, and we'll say fireball. We're going to say var fb equals fireball dot instantiate. If I can spell that, instantiate. I gotta sound it out. All right, there we go. And then we'll add that as a child of yeah, I think we're gonna add this as a child of the goblin, and then we'll just make it top level, and we'll tween it towards where the player was about a second ago, and then it will blow up. So kind of like that old, like, if you ever seen like the Dark Souls 2 spells that a lot of bosses had, where it would be like, shoom, and then it would come at you, and then it would wait a second, and then it would blow up, just to catch you off guard and be a real dick. It's my favorite. So we're going to do that. Add child, FB. FB, I need some water, I'm dying. Perfect. Alright, I feel better. Okay. Add child, FB. We got the child added in. We've got to add a script to our fireball. Or we could do it all here. I guess it would make more sense to do it on the fireball. So let's add a tween here. Or did they get rid of them? That's right, they did. They did, yeah. Oh, you got a cat named Fireball? That's pretty cool. Is it named after the liquor? Or like an actual like fireball? Because the fireball liquor was like super popular around here with like all the like, you know, all the white trash cans in my area. Yeah, everyone loves fireball out here. Oh man, what was I gonna do? Alright, so we gotta add a script. I'm gonna call this fireball here. And then what do we want to do? So we're gonna shoot the fire. We hit fireball, instantiate it. We add the child. I gotta look up tween to see how it changed here. I know there's still support for it, but I think it's only through code and not through node. General person, purpose animation. Alright. Cool. This is what I need right here. Get tree to create tween. Awesome. I'll definitely remember that. So, var my tween equals get tree dot create tween, right? Yeah, there's a lot of stray animals in my area. When I actually went to the vet to take my cat there, the veterinarian was like, oh, I have like 6 stray cats that I found. And I was like, damn, that's a lot. But yeah, so my tween, and then we gotta say my tween dot interpolate. I guess it's value now. Is it really? Let me go back right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's property. I think I'm going to use tween property instead of interpolate. That's going to be a better look for us. Tween property, and it's going to be on our self. We're going to property is our position. And we're on the final value. We need get tree dot get first node in group player, and then we need the position of the player, and then the duration. I guess we'll make it 2 seconds, so it'll be really slow at first, and that's where we'll move. Argument 2 0 2 invalid argument function. Argument 2 should be node path, but is vector 3. So object property node path. Oh, I think, yeah. Yeah. I think I have to give it to it as a string, I believe. And then we can say, my tween dot, start. Right? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of strays out there now. There was there was like this lady was like running in my neighborhood, and she had like a little dog in her hands, and she was being chased by this like pit bull. So I like jumped out of my car, and I had a stick, and I was like whacking at the ground to get this fucking pit bull away from her. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It like wasn't going after her, it was going after the little dog, but I was like, it's still pretty fucked up. I don't know if I should like, probably shouldn't like just shoot this thing, but it's like definitely gonna kill any smaller animal it encounters. So what was I doing? Alright. Start. I had to check if that was a real property or not. Before I got distracted. Help. Tween. I need to... Okay, yeah, so there is a play. Resumes a paused or stopped tween. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a try. My tween dot play. We'll see if that works. Okay, and there we go. We're also going to we'll probably instantiate this fireball as a child of the node we're going to make on our goblin. So let's go back to our goblin real quick and throw in the animation player, throw in the fireball here, and so he kind of crafts it in his hands. So we're probably going to add it to like his left hand or whatever. So let's go to bone attachments. Let's go to the skeleton. We'll add another bone attachment. And then we'll put that on the left hand, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Which one does it look like he throws it from? Yeah, might as well throw it on that one. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I'm glad his hair grew back. Yeah, I think I told this story. My kitten scratched my other cat like in the eye pretty bad, and I had to take it to the vet because I thought it had like a sliced eye, but its eye was actually okay. It was just the like membrane around it, so it looked really bad, but it really wasn't that bad in actuality. So this is where we're going to make the bone thing here too. So we'll say fireball hand for right now. Fireball hand. Let's not capitalize the A right there. Fireball hand, and then we'll go to our script, and we'll just say add child fireball hand right there. And we'll say, yeah, dot add child. So there we go. Yeah, add child. So we're adding it to our fireball hand, and then we're also going to make it top level right before we do the tween. So we're also going to have to say, let's actually make a function that'll say release fireball, and then we'll have a func right here, func release fireball, and then we'll call this with our animation so it actually syncs up with our animation. It would be easier than trying to get it through timing or something like that. So we can just get rid of that. And yeah. What am I doing wrong? Oh, can't have that there. Oh, we're not trying to tween that. We're trying to tween our fireball. So we would have to pass this in here. FB, and we have to pass in FB here. So there we go. And this, we actually don't need to call through here. We're just going to add it as a child, and then when we release it, we're going to say fb.set as top level, I think, right? Set as top. Maybe it's, I know there is top level, yeah. What does that say? So can I say top level equals true? Is that what we can do? I don't know. Where is that? Is that even a... Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, top level. So if true, the node will not inherit its transformations from its parent. Awesome. So that's what we want to do there. Cool. Oh, that looks good to me. Let's give that a shot. Oh, we need to go to our animation and call it. So on the fireball, when we release it, it should be like here. So we'll go add track, call method track. It'll be on the goblin. And then we'll come on down. And we'll insert a key there, and that will be release the fireball. Oh, damn, that's right. We don't have a... yeah, let's think about that again. Because we're not calling it from here. We're calling it from somewhere else. So let's get rid of this. We don't want that, actually. We're going to delete that. And then I'll just make this, let's see, I'll have a, I'll just make this global real quick. I'll say at onReady var current fireball equals null, and then we'll just make this equal to that right there, and we'll put that there, put that here, and that right there. And then we'll set it equal to null when it deletes itself again. So we'll just have to, after this tween plays, I'll have to hook it up to a signal and then have it delete itself. But we'll give that a shot. And I'm going to put a little print here that says fireball released. Released. Let's try that now. Let's put a insert key. Release fireball with none of them. Goblin smashing area. Alright. And then I don't think we ever set a timer, and that timer's not auto start, so we gotta go and change that. For the fireball timer, we never set it. Let's go to our goblin real quick. We'll go to the fireball timer. And we'll set that to, I don't know, 5 seconds, and we'll do auto start. Perfect. And then once we release the fireball, we want to, we'll go back to chase. So what is this? That should be shoot fire. No, it should be fireball. Awesome. So this is the animation that we finish. After we finish that animation, we're going to go back to a different state, and that state will be chase. Next state equals chase. There we go. Should be good and groovy. Should be rocking out. Perfect. Nice. Alright, so we should give them like 5 seconds, and then they should, oh, instantiate. What do you mean that's not a real word? Instantiate. initiate, right? Yeah, I guess I flopped the A and the I and the E and the T. Yeah. All right. Can you guys instantiate some fireballs for me that never show up? Well, they are giving me the good old Kamehameha. Uh, but we're not, I guess we're not seeing any results. So, fireball released. Let's make the fireball bigger and see if we can see it then. The fireball maybe is just very small. So we'll make it very big. Very big and very large, and then we'll throw it out there and see what happens. Okay, so it is working, but for some reason they're very small. So I guess my characters are just giant, because I'm an idiot. So we'll make these giant as well. Yeah. Let's try that again. So, looks like it's, shoot him. He's stunned, but he's still going to throw a fireball. And they do come for wherever our character was last. So they should aim more for like our midsection other than our ground. We still need to make them explode. But they do come right for us. We need to change the amount of time it takes because they're really easy to dodge. And yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll randomly make some of these guys fireballs and some of these guys melee. I'll just have like a random switch or something. And then maybe it'll change the color of their jackets or whatever. Yeah, let me think about how I want to do that. Alright, let's actually make the fireball a little bit better. Let's make it faster. And then let's make it disappear. So let's make it 0.5. And if it touches the player, let's give it a little... so we have this fireball. It's just a mesh right here. We need to actually make it an area. Area 3D. And we need a collision shape. And that collision shape is going to be our sphere mesh. And I guess we'll make it the same size as this. So 100 by 100. 100 by 100. Well, what is that? Custom solver bias. I have no idea what that is, so we're going to leave that as it is. Perfect. 100 radius. Awesome. So, I don't know what this is for. Oh, that's our fireball. No, it's not. Okay. So we now need a script on, I guess, our area. Well, we'll just add it here. We'll add it to the fireball. So we'll go ahead and create a script, and we can get rid of all this. And all we need to do is go from our fireball collision, and we'll go on the node, and we'll say body entered, connect, fireball. And it'll say if body dot is in group player, then we will say body dot take damage. I think we already have that function coded into our player. So all it does is just take some of our health up here in the top left, I think. Let's just double check. So if I go here and control F and take damage, yeah, okay, so it is there. Awesome. So what we can do from here, yeah, let's adjust our goblin script so that some of them shoot fireballs and some of them don't. So, cool. I guess, yeah. Let me think about this. We don't want the, we no longer want this timer to be auto start. We only want the timer to be going in the, I guess really in the chase state. So we'll say fireball. Oh, let me give that little $$ fireball timer dot start. Yeah, perfect. And I guess if we move to a different state, we might have to stop this. So if we're in the stun, I'm going to stop it. If we're down here, I'll stop it. Stoop. Stoop, you can't shoot the fireball. Alright, we'll do the same thing down here. Fuck, man. Well, we don't need it here. If we're dead, we're going to stop, obviously. We don't need it in the spawn. We will need it in the take hit, because it will continue going. And we might as well put in the idle. Who gives a fuck? So, that should do it. It should start here, and then when it times out, we should go there. We need to put it on one shot, so it only restarts if it's going. If we go back to the chase scene, cool, because that would mean we've already gone through the animation and shot one. So then we would chase for a minute and then go back here. So, instead of doing that for all of them, we need to like flip a switch to tell some of them to do it, some of them to not. So we're going to, yeah. So we need to add, shit. What do I need to add? A random number generation. At onReady var rng equals random number generator dot new, I think, and then we can call rng dot rand I. Oh yeah, glad you enjoyed the tutorial. I guess a lot of people liked it. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it did, but that was like my first big video, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you. We're doing a horror cooking game now, and then I'll have another big video like that based off this one. But yeah, rand I range, we need to make these go from 0 to 1, basically. It's going to be a binary one, so we'll say var, we'll just call this flip. I'm going to call it fireball flip. So this should be random on all of them, right? As long as I call the randomize rng.randomize, right? RNG. Do we still need to call that? I think so. What does this do? Returns setups a time-based seed for the random number generator instance. Unlike the global scope, random number generator functions, these can use different seeds. Well, I don't understand what that means, but I'm gonna pretend like that was what I'm looking for. So exactly, randomize, you need that in there. Good stuff. And then the fireball flip will just say if We'll put a little if right here, if fireball flip, then fireball timer dot start, and then else we'll never start it. Else then, well, we don't need an else. And I'll just put a little thing in here that said I like fireballs. And then we'll have some exclamation points right there. So if our character likes fireballs, he will tell us. What is not named correctly? Oh, that's right, I put it here. I need to set this up here as an on ready var. I think I already had var. Fireball flip, and then we'll just set it here. I think I can do that. I think I can probably just do this too. If I put this here and get rid of this. Well, no, because I have to call the randomize, so let's do that down here. I believe. Alrighty, let's give that a shot. See if that works out. So what does that do? That makes some of them fireball guys and some of them not. Let's try it. And let's actually print out the fireball flip. So print. I'm going to say self dot name. So we'll do I am silver instead of green with a red hat. Yeah, we can do that. All we have to do is like basically manipulate the shit, what do you call it? The mesh, the material on the mesh. That should be pretty easy. Enemies, wait, not here. I am self.name, perfect, and my fireball flip is, so we'll say fireball flip, and then we'll say whatever the fireball flip came up to right here. So I'm hoping for like 3 or 4 different answers. I'm going to add a few more goblins, and we'll move them around a bit. You can go here, and you can go over here, and then we'll run this scene. Yeah, I don't know why I gave them the fishing hat. They kind of look more like hillbillies or whatever now, but green. So some of them should be shooting some fireballs. There we go. So is it always, it's just going to be those 3, and then it should be another 5 seconds or so, and they shoot some more. So, yeah. I need to make him say, like, Kame, Ame. And then we can still shoot him in the head. I think I got that one in the body. Yeah, so if we get him in the head, it's immediate. Then if we shoot him in the body, it takes a second. And then, yeah. So, what do we want to do here? Uh-oh, we got one alive. There we go. Nice. I guess I should add an animation to these, get these spinning, and then once they're stunned like this, I'll have to get some other animations, which means I'm going to have to bring in another mesh from Mixamo, or do some other animation stuff, kind of a pain in the ass. Probably not going to do that tonight, but what I'm going to do is make them available to pick up, so I can then press E on them, pick them up, and toss them into the grinder. So that'll be pretty great. Let's see, how can I start coding that? I guess what we'll do is we'll, yeah. So, in our goblin, well, it's pretty easy to make a place that we can pick them up from. So if I go here and I just add a area 3D, let's see, is this scaled correctly? Is this scaled all messed up? No, you're good. So then we'll just add a, I think we're going to add a collision shape, and that'll be a capsule shape. It'll be pretty much the same as the body, maybe a little bit bigger because it's not gonna. We're not accounting for the head this time. We're just allowing for the player to pick them up. So it's gonna be like probably like this, and maybe just a little bit forward because that's how they're gonna be standing. And we'll basically disable this by default. So is there a disable button? There is right here. So we'll disable that by default and then we'll enable it. So we'll call this pickup collision. Pick up collision. And I'm going to, let's see, if I go to our player, yeah, so what I can do here is, what am I even trying to do? Let's go to the player. So when we press E, we move to this big function that, where did I put it? I think I closed it off somewhere. Yeah. Not here. Oh, right here. No, not there. Add item. There we go. So, whenever we press E to pick something up in the game, if our raycast hits it, we go to this match incoming object. So we got to match an incoming object, and so the object we're going to be hitting, if we're touching the goblin, will be the pickup collision. So let's actually rename this to something useful like goblin pickup. Pick pick up. There we go. Instead of the other thing that I typed. So goblin pickup, nice. We'll come down here and we'll say goblin pick up, and then we'll say inventory dot append There's someone in my Twitch chat asking for donations. I don't have anything to give them. There's no way. Also, I don't know how to ban them, so we're just gonna let them be for now. I don't really care. Inventory dot append. What do we need to do? So we don't need to append them to the inventory. Instead, we need to pick them up. So I guess we'll like spawn them above the head like this, like you're carrying them, and then we need some like flailing gesture from them. So I guess, oh man, are we going to move the actual model that's on the screen right there and like reparent it to a bone mesh or something? Or are we going to spawn in a goblin like above their head that you're carrying? Let me just see something right now. So if I go here and I just spawn in a goblin, let's just do a GLB for right now. We go here. I'm just trying to see how it's going to look on the player. So the idea would be like you have the goblin, like you're about to toss him, like a G, basically. Like this or whatever. I'm trying to see. Might be better to have him like this or something, and then I don't know. Maybe I'll have to make some type of hands or something like that, but maybe a little more over the head, and we can toss him. Okay. For right now, I think this is what we'll do, is just have one like this, and we'll just spawn it in. So I can just like hide this right now like that. Um, and that's kind of a stupid way to do it, but it's how it's going to go for right now. Make local, and then do we have like a... I mean, I guess I could loop this. Oh, well, let me save it, and then, oh my God, now I have to close it, and I have to reopen it because of Godot. Now I should be able to loop this. There we go. So, if I go to the React, I mean, that's not very good, but I'll just have to get another one. If I go to Def, what if I get rid of some of these and just kind of loop that? Probably look pretty weird. Let me bring this back. Oh shit, I would have to do a lot of work here. Maybe not. Maybe I can just kind of cheese it. Oh my God, why are there so many animations here? Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with that. Can I change where it starts from? No, I don't think so. I can only change where it ends. Damn. What happens if I loop that? How does that look? Not very good. But good enough. So he's like squirming around up there. So whatever. We'll just put that to autoplay, and we'll hide him for now. And whenever we pick him up right now, we'll just do that. And I'm actually going to rename this to Flail. Flail. And then maybe we'll add some more. We'll like move him up and down. Oh yeah, how's it going, Beacon Boy? It's all good. Yeah, I could hold them by the neck if you're like grabbing them. I guess the idea. We'll just have this for now. I just want to make sure the mechanics work, and then we'll work out all the animations probably tomorrow. But yeah, so our goblin pickup collision right here is disabled by default, and then when we are stunned, we are going to enable that and disable our other collision. So where is that at? So we're in the stunned. What are we gonna say? Collision shape goblin pickup dot collision shape dot disabled equals false, and then our collision shape. So our skeleton, that one is going to be disabled equals true. And then we'll go here and we'll say disabled equals true, and we'll just have the I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Goblin, what are we gonna say? Yeah. So we got all right, what am I even looking at? All right, this cat is like destroying something in the background, and it's really messing me up because it's probably something I love, but he's just gonna tear it apart. So what do I need to do? All right, there you are. What are you trying? Oh, it's a fly. He's trying to get a fly. Here. we need to go to the collision shape. I'm losing my mind. I guess it should just be collision shape. That's why I couldn't figure it out. And we got that right there, and we're setting that to disabled equals true. Perfect. So I think that should all work. Just thinking about it in my head, it should be fine. Should be good. I don't see any issues occurring. So we should be able to press E on him now to pick him up. We need to move that mesh. The goblin pickup, this needs to be in the objects instead of enemies or anything like that. So let's try that now, and then on our player we need to code some stuff too. Not much, just a simple little thing. Where is our player? Goblin pickup. So we'll just say at goblin dot what do we need here? Fuck, I guess hot show, right? Show. And then I guess we'll have like another E to throw him or something. But for right now, we'll just pick him up. I think that should work pretty good. Nice. So we'll go to the goblin smashing area and we'll see what's up. Alright, what were we even testing? Alright, so we shoot this guy, he's stunned, can we go over and we can pick him up, but we didn't get the... I don't see the goblin above our head. So we can shoot him, and he also doesn't disappear, we need to fix that. We can pick him up. Cool. So I guess I'll fix some of that stuff. Let me go back to OBS. Nice, awesome. There we go. So we got that going. I think I'm going to take a quick break and grab some food real quick because I'm starving, but I'll be right back. So let me go to the 3D and we'll have this here. And yeah, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. So I'm just going to put some text up. Shit. Yeah, be right back, everyone. I'm going to leave some music playing too, so it's not so lame. All right, here I am, back again. I guess the plan this time is to, for right now, I think I'm just going to get these guys spinning with an animation player and maybe add a sound effect to them. Let's see. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and start adding. Let me go ahead and do that. So, I guess I'll just go here and add animation player, and we'll call this Spinaroo. Spinaroo. Not to be confused with Spinarooney. So then we'll say, no, never mind. Add track, property track. I think it's going to be on this cylinder right here. Yeah. Rotation. Yeah, I ended up just like getting some coffee and shit. Rotation, insert key. And then we'll go here and we'll insert another key. And then if I go to... Oh, man. I guess it should be on the X. X. We're going to have it at 0 here. 0 right there. And 360 right here. And I think that should work better than... Oh, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. You know, I sometimes amaze myself. So clearly that didn't work. Let's put that back to 90. And put this back to 90 as well. And I guess maybe it's right here on the Z0. Let's try that. Alright, well, you know, third time is the charm. So, negative 90 right there. We're looking good. So apparently it's the Z-axis that we need to change, because that one actually is fine. And we'll put this one at 360. And, what? What's going on here, man? Hold on. Alright, so we'll just do that. I'm actually going to grab the... yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. But yeah, we want to spin this away, right here. Well, now you have verifiable proof. Oh, well, thank you, Beacon Boy. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day. I'm not really a game dev, I'm just some idiot. But, so yeah, we'll do the Spinaroo. I think I'll get it this time. If I just click on the animation and then I click on the cone. Now I got my little keys, so I should be able to key it here. So I'll just key that rotation. And then if I go here and I just spin it, I guess like that, and then I hit I, what does that do? Oh, or not I, but I. That's so weird, dude. I guess it's scaling it, it's changing the Euler. Change the 90 of the other ones, it will work fine. Yeah, let's try that. I'm just going to delete this track. We'll add another track, property track. Let's try the, I guess, the cones. Wait, which is this one? This is the... Yeah. I'm going to rename this to... Spikes. And then we'll add a track, property track, spikes, okay. We'll go rotation. I bet this one's going to work perfectly fine. And like you said, we'll go here, insert key. So So it should be on the X, right? Yeah. Whatever, as long as it spins in the right direction. And that one works fine. So there we go, and then we can set this at 360, and then I think we can do that one, and it should just keep going over and over. Oh, that one goes back and forth. So we just give it the spinaroo. Is it just going to keep repeating? I think so. So there we go. So we have that, and then we want to do the opposite over here on, let's see. Okay, those are the spikes. Awesome. I'm going to call these spikes 2. And add track, property track, spikes 2, okay. And then we'll do the rotation. And hopefully this one doesn't have the same weird bug thingy. I think it has something to do with the scaling in Blender. I bet you my scaling in Blender is messed up, and that's what the issue is. So we'll put this one at 0. And then we'll put this one here at 360 negative. And it should rotate the other way. And yeah, that should grind up a goblin pretty good. You know, I think that would grind up anything pretty good. So let's see how that looks in the game. So I'll go on automate. What am I saying, dude? I'm gonna go on fucking autoplay. We'll run it. Cool. Oh man, I think I hit it. I hit a lot of stuff, but that looks pretty good. We can look and see from the side that the those things aren't spinning, but from this angle it looks like everything's spinning, and you know that would grind us up pretty good. So I guess what else do I need to do? We got this. Let's see if I have any sounds for it. I don't think so. I bet I can find a pretty easy sound though on Open Game Art. Open Game Art. Let's download some shit. Let's go to sound effects. I'm just going to type in machine. Ambient machine sounds. Perfect. Alright, that might be a good one. Ambient machinery. So I'm downloading a zip, and I'll open that up in 1 second. Yeah. Nice. So we'll open that. Sorry you can't see it. It's on the other screen. Open with Windows Explorer. So let's grab all of these. Going to cut. And sorry, I'm making a new folder. I'm going to call it Machine Sounds. I should make like a library of shit that I have, but I don't. So now we're pasting these in. There we go. We re-import them, so they should be in here now. Let's see what some of these sound like. Motor. I guess this object is read only. That's weird. I thought I would be able to play them like I can play these. So I don't know what's up with that. interesting. What if I go to import, re-import? Huh. Whatever. You know what? I'll get some machine sounds tomorrow, and I'm just gonna delete that folder. Because fuck it. There we go. Alright, I'll get some machine sounds tomorrow. I work with some equipment, so I'll do that. And then we'll have those for this this guy right here. That'll be a better solution to have like real machine sounds. So we're going to have 3 of these. Let me bring back the cube right here. Nice. And then I'm kind of just specking this out in my head. I'm imagining some type of labyrinth with a bunch of goblins running around, and your character has to basically go in there, shoot the goblin, bring it back to its thing, and throw it in the correct chute. And you'll have like a limited time to do this and get like bonus points and have your level up shit from here. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Oh man, how am I going to... I guess I need to make 3 images to show up over here to show what you should be making. So, I'll go to GIMP. Damn. Yeah, I gotta make it loud as fuck. I'll probably use an area 3D, so the louder you get to it, the louder it's gonna be. But, yeah, I work with like a laser thing that goes around and does that, and it is pretty loud, so I'm gonna like put a little microphone on it and record it with my phone or some shit. What else do I need to do? So the goblins, we still can't throw them yet. They didn't really do that. I think that's probably going to be about it for me tonight. I got to get a lot of stuff done around my house. But, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with renewed hopes. And I guess we'll get some stuff done. I'll write down some notes this time. I'm kind of rushing right now. But, yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Later Bunny Rabbit, later Beacon Boy, and the regular people I see here. But later.